I'm Michael, and I have a bit of an odd hobby. I really love watching videos and reading stories about acts of kindness that help me restore my faith in humanity. Today, I made part 4, where I put together another of my favorite moments. Life in a post-COVID world has been a big change for all of us, but one thing has stayed the same: the imagination of children. This child knows she needs to get her temperature checked, and she confidently walks up to the man who is doing the checking and asks to get both of her fists checked to make sure her body temperature is okay. And with the same amount of confidence, she asks the man to check the temperature of her stuffed bunny as well. The man, not one to discourage a child's wonder, obliges without question. The man could have easily brushed it aside and told the young girl to be serious. After all, COVID-19 is a serious matter. But he chose instead to play with the child. And this one small act of playing along arguably nourished her wonder and curiosity in a time when children need it most. This young man sitting on an athletic track gives a street dog a massage that viewers are sure to be envious of. He begins by rubbing the dog's front paw and then gives the dog a good ear rub and then finally rubs his jowls and neck. The dog seems to be loving the treatment, and I love watching it. Whether a dog is big or small, male or female, housebroken or a street dog, it's always great to see these loyal creatures treated with such kindness. After Leah Rose Fiega thought she didn't win anything with her $30 scratch card, she gave it to the store clerk Abhi Shah to throw away. Later on, when Shah noticed that she didn't scratch every square entirely, he scratched it and revealed that it was a winning ticket in the amount of $1 million. Shah then decided to notify her and knows that he did the right thing. Fiega also thinks she won 2 types of lotteries this year: her battle with COVID-19 and now winning $1 million. This story sounds like it's a 1 in a million story, but in actuality, it's about one good conscience of a store clerk. Mr. Shah could have taken the money for himself, and Miss Fiega would have never known. In fact, neither would we. But his conscious decision to give the money to the rightful owner is an action that we all now know and appreciate. High school senior Yeva Klingbeil has been fighting a rare cancer and has not been able to participate in a race for over a year and a half. She was finally able to when she and her teammates locked arms together and crossed the finish line in a 4x100 relay. After she crossed the line, a number of other students rallied around her in support. Klingbeil later said, "Never give up. You can do anything. Don't let things stop you. Have patience. Everything takes time. Your courage and perseverance is an inspiration to us all, Yeva. You now have more than just your teammates cheering you on, because you can count me as a new fan." One couple wanted to do a random act of kindness and give strangers a total of $1,000 of baby products at various Target locations in Southern California. The woman wrote, "When we had our first baby, we struggled to make ends meet. Now that she owns and operates her own business, she wanted to give back. I can only imagine the look of surprise on a parent's face when they purchase one of these products and see the cash gift inside. I just hope that a note was put in as well so they don't think the money was put in there by accident. I am grateful that there are folks out there who are paying it forward and doing random acts of kindness. I don't need any baby products right now, but I'm glad I saw what this couple is doing." Sometimes when we see a random act of kindness and say that it is uplifting, we are usually speaking figuratively, except when it comes to this video. When a street was flooded and a senior citizen needed to get to her car, some food truck drivers decided to use the back end of their truck to act as a bridge for the elderly lady to walk across so that her feet wouldn't get wet. The younger driver holds the woman's hand as she steps on the mechanical platform, and he watches her so that she safely crosses and can step in her car with dry feet. It's videos like this one where I am always reminded that sometimes doing so little can mean so much, and that we should always look out for one another, especially our elderly neighbors. One class in the United States wanted to surprise their teacher with a pair of $400 Jordan sneakers. When the teacher opened the gift, he made jokes about what it could be, but he never expected such a gift. He told the class that he had wanted a pair of Jordan sneakers since the 8th grade, and the students told him they had purposely asked him questions about the sneakers so they could surprise him. Teachers so often do things without credit or reward, but this teacher's reward is something he will always remember. I'm sure the students will always remember him as well. After all, they're the ones who pitched in all that money, so he must be doing something right. This man in Brazil saw a car that was submerged in floodwater and tried to get the driver out. While the man was having difficulty opening the door, he was able to maneuver the car with the current of the rushing water so that it led to a strip of road that wasn't flooded. Even though he got the car and the driver out of the floodwater, I am grateful that he tried to get the driver out first, and I'm almost certain that the driver is grateful that the stranger was there. It's also a happy reminder that whenever we are in a dire situation, we can always hope that a stranger will come to help us along the way. This man had just lost his wife to cancer, but his daughters decided to do something special for him right before her funeral service. They blindfolded him and led him to a clearing out in an open field. And when they undid his blindfold, they revealed to him all the friends and family that were there for him in his hour of grief to let him know that he wasn't alone. It's hard to say whether he was crying tears of sadness, joy, or both. Even though it was for such a somber occasion, the act of his friends and family has the potential to lift anyone's spirit. It also makes me think that even when we are going through times of loss and grief, that we are never truly alone. NBA player Pascal Siakam wanted to surprise his mother Victoire with a gift for Mother's Day and her birthday, a new home. Speaking in French and English, he explained to his mother that, "This is our house. With Dad being gone, we haven't been able to call a place home, and it was always my dream to change that. Feeling blessed that I can offer this to you and our family." His mother was absolutely stunned when she heard the news. And together with friends and family expressed tears of joy at the unexpected gesture. So many parents sacrifice so much for their children, and it seems that Victoire worked hard as a mother for Pascal, considering he surprised her with such a wonderful gift. She will probably never forget this gesture, and this gesture alone proves that Pascal has never forgotten how much his mother has done for him and the rest of the family. Every living creature needs water to survive, including this adorable little squirrel. One young lady decided to help this small animal out by holding down the button in a drinking fountain while the squirrel drank from it. She was careful not to stand too close in case the squirrel got scared, or perhaps she feared that the squirrel would become too comfortable and would start to ask for something more, like food. Either way, she decided to help an animal when it was thirsty, when she didn't have to. And that's commendable. Hopefully this video will inspire you to do a random act of kindness, because I know it has for me. It was just another part of my favorite moments. Right now, you can see other parts with amazing acts of kindness that will certainly restore your faith in humanity. See you soon!